YouTube, LinkedIn. Hey, LinkedIn. And now to go live on TikTok. All right, I'm live on all the platforms now. Ooh, hold on. Okay. There it is. Okay. So I am live on all of my platforms now. Welcome in. Hey, Miss Lemma, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. I'm a few minutes late, I guess. I was caking on the phone and lost track of time. So I'm here now. Today we are going to be talking about choosing yourself, what it actually looks like to choose yourself. So, because it can look different to every different people. No, you right on time, honey. Right on time. Thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate you coming on. Thank you. So welcome back. If you're watching, sorry, y'all. If you're watching, I got indigestion or something. I don't know. Took some supplements and I don't think I drank enough water. And I think it's sitting right here. Anyway, welcome back. If you are watching me live, thank you. I appreciate you so much. If you are watching a replay on my YouTube channel, please let me know you're watching the replay so I can come back and check in. So before we start on what we're talking today, let me tell you who I am. For those of you who are just coming in, thank you for joining me. My name is Shanti Refuge. I am a Master Certified Mental Health Coach, mental health advocate, keynote speaker, and I need to cut my phone on D&D so I can quit getting distracted. I get easily distracted. There it is. Okay, so I am a Master Certified Mental Health Coach, mental health advocate, keynote speaker, and author. And I am going live every day, Monday through Friday-ish, maybe, to talk about self. Everything is going to be so. We're selfish for February. We are talking about self. And before I get started, let's all take a big old deep breath. Inhale. And blow it out as slowly as you can. I did it quick so I can keep talking. So we are talking today about integration. We're going to integrate all the things that I have been talking about. So today is technically day 5 of me going live. The first week we were talking about focusing on ourselves. Today, we're talking about choosing ourselves. There's one thing to focus on yourself, but are you choosing yourself? And I tell my clients regularly, I don't care what's going on, always choose yourself. And I'm going to show you how you do that. So I'm going to recap what I've been talking about. Last week, day 1, I talked about what January showed us. And then on the next day, we talked about the cost of being a strong one, what it's costing you. And then I talked about how do you treat yourself in private? Because sometimes we treat ourselves better when other people are around versus how we treat ourselves when we are alone with ourselves. So, and yesterday we talked about boundaries, the boundaries that we don't keep with ourselves. And today we are talking about what are you going to do differently? Meaning, what are you doing differently in a way that shows that you are choosing yourself? Because you can be aware all you want, but if you're not utilizing or you're not integrating what you're learning, that's just going to turn into information overload. And if you want to catch up on the things that we have been talking about, go to my YouTube channel. I am at Shanti Refuge Journals, and you can catch me there. All the replays, just go and watch them. They're titled. It tells you what I'm talking about. Go to whatever one is resonating with you, and we will move on from there. Especially if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to DM me or to email me. My email address, you can find that on my website. Go to the link in my bio. TikTok. Last time I actually spelled out my website. TikTok I got in trouble for pointing out in another direction. So go to the link in my bio and you will find how you can contact me. Um, you can always DM me. My inbox is always open. Any questions that you have regarding mental health, your healing journey, getting unstuck, whatever it is, if I have the answer, I will give it to you. And if I don't have the answer, I will refer you to someone who does. That's what I do. I don't claim to know everything because I don't. I just know what I know. All right. So when I say integrating does not mean that you are changing everything overnight. That's impossible. You can't change overnight. It takes a process. And it doesn't mean you became a brand new person. Okay, starting Monday, I'm gonna be a brand new me. That don't mean that either. So what integration means is that you take a pause before you make a decision, before you react, before you do anything. Take a pause. Listen instead of overriding. And when I say listen, I'm talking about self. If you know somebody asking you a question, you pause and wait before you answer. Don't be quick to answer. That's in person, text messages, emails, whatever it is. Take a pause. You don't have to instantly, you know, respond to anything. But first, listen to yourself. Like if Lemma sent me a text message saying, "Hey girl, I need $300 for my lights, or they're gonna get cut off." Instead of me hurry up and replying to her with my Apple Cash, I am gonna stop and pause and say, "Shanti, should we give Lemma $300?" And then you wait for your response from yourself. Yourself gonna say, "Baby, I just saw Lemma in the mall last week shopping. So no, we're not giving it to her." And then I go and respond. That's what listening to yourself is like. And it's a way of listening to yourself because we don't listen to ourselves half the time. We hear ourselves. We hear us saying, "No, girl, don't give her no money. I just saw her shopping, but this is me doing this, sending her money." And that's an example. That ain't real life. I'm just picking on Lemma because she has been faithful in coming to my lives, and I appreciate her so much. Um, but that's how you listen to yourself. Stop being so quick to respond to everything, or don't respond at all. Everything don't require a response, especially when it's something negative. If somebody's coming at you with something negative, you don't have to respond. Yeah, pausing before you respond. You got, especially with family, you got to, girl, they'll bleed you dry. They will bleed you dry if you let them. So yeah, you have to pause before you respond, especially with family. So a lot of us are addicted to big old breakthroughs, you know, but sometimes healing gives you those little ones, the ones that's not sexy, not cute, and the ones that happen in private. We love a good breakthrough because a big breakthrough, everybody gets to see it. But that's not how healing happens all the time, But you still celebrate your breakthrough, the quiet ones, the ugly ones, and when I say ugly ones, I mean, facing those hard truths, crying about it, picking your ass back up and keep moving. That's how you do. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So now I want to get very clear with y'all. Choosing yourself does not mean you stop loving other people. That's not what that means. It does not mean you stop showing up. It does not mean you stop being responsible. It means you stop disappearing in the process of doing those things. So, yes, still continue to love other people, but always choose you first. Show up, but choose you. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So, some of y'all keep saying, "I'm choosing me. It's me season." But your schedule is saying otherwise. Your schedule is saying, "Oh, I got to go to such and such wedding Saturday. I got to go do this on Friday. I got to go to church on Sunday. And then after that, I got a meeting." Your body is saying something else. "Girl, we tired. We don't feel like no wedding. Okay, maybe we'll just go to the reception, or maybe we'll go to the ceremony, one or the other, not stay for both, or we'll stay for an hour and a half, or however that works." And your inner voice is saying something else. Your inner voice saying, "Baby, I ain't going to no wedding. I'm tired." So we're going to talk about recommitting with honesty. It's okay to say, yes, I'm coming to this, and then change your mind. It is perfectly okay to change your mind, especially us ladies. It is our prerogative to change our minds. I used to say that all the time in my last relationship. They ain't like that. But it's true. It's your prerogative to change your mind. That doesn't mean you're not a person of your word. That means you fucking change your mind. And you're entitled to change your mind because it's what? Your mind. Change it. Simple as that. So this is what choosing yourself looks like. Hold on, let me go and look. This is what choosing yourself looks like. Choosing your Am I live? Okay, I want to make sure I'm live. Thank you for watching. Yes, I do. No worries about tonight. I understand. I hope you're feeling better. Yep. She says, I do tell you to choose yourself. Choose yourself. And I mean that. I don't just be saying that shit. Choose yourself. Every time, no matter what's going on. We're gonna get you in school. We talked about school, and we're gonna keep talking about school until you show me some congratulations, you've been accepted papers, because you're gonna get in school. So stay tuned. So choosing yourself, I'm talking to one of my clients. She watching me on my YouTube. Choosing yourself might look like, saying I'm tired and actually resting because you're tired. That's what choosing yourself looks like. Not explaining your no. And I'm going to keep using this reference. I don't know who said it. I don't remember where I heard it from, but it stuck with me. She said, people do not ask you to explain your yes. So why are you explaining your no? So I'm gonna use you for an example again, Lemma. Lemma said, Shanti, can you cash at me $1,000? And I say yes. She's not gonna ask me why, right? She gonna say thank you, hopefully. But if she texts me and say, can you cash at me $1,000? And I say no, why? So stop explaining your no. That's choosing yourself. When you say no, with an exclamation point or a period at the end of the sentence, that's you explaining your no. Letting something be unfinished. We make up these deadlines in our minds. Oh, I got to do this by this. Oh, I got to lose 50 pounds by tomorrow. Unrealistic things. Or maybe they are realistic, but you fucking tired and you ain't got time right now. Choose you. If you can I didn't say procrastinate and wait till the last minute, the absolute 12th hour. I didn't say that. But what I said is to let something be unfinished. I worked with my client last night, another different client. Last night we were talking about a party that she was planning, and she wanted to plan it all herself, but it was overwhelming her. And I challenged her to delegate. Get some people in here to help you. Get your family to help you. They're gonna show up and eat. They might as well participate in other ways, right? Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Talking about choosing ourselves today. We are choosing ourselves. Asking for help. Same thing. I told her, ask for help. That's choosing yourself when you're asking for help. I just want you to understand that. When you ask for help, that is you choosing yourself. How? Because you don't have all the pressure on you to do something. So I'm going to say, just be mindful of who you're asking. Always be mindful of who you're asking. Don't just pull somebody out of your contacts and ask them for help. That's not going to work. Know that you know who you're asking and what you're asking for before you go ask. I'm just going to say that. But that is an example of choosing you. And most importantly, being gentle with yourself when some old patterns show up, because old patterns are going to show up. They definitely are going to show up. But you be gentle with yourself. And you should be aware enough by now to know, if you've been listening to my lives and watching the replays, you should know, be gentle with yourself. when you see the old you creeping back in, because the old you isn't gone yet, but you're trying to, keep her at bay. I can give you a perfect example. I had to tell my old self the other day that I appreciate the work you have done thus far. I got it from here. You can go now. I had to say that to myself because my old self was trying to creep in with old habits that no longer serve me. And I recognized that. And I had to say it out loud. Shanti, oh, Shanti, I see you. Thank you for showing up in the way that you did. I got it from here. You can rest now. Go sit down somewhere. I got it. Because the old version of me and the new version of me, we're not on the same page. We're doing things differently, and that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. So when you are choosing yourself, let me warn you, it might look boring. It might look boring as hell when you choose yourself. It might look like things are going slower than you wanted it to go. Yeah, try that. Try it. It might look like less productivity and more presence. It's going to look different to you. That is perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. Just know that you're not behind. Don't think you're behind. You're not. You're just learning how to stay with yourself. And that is perfectly okay because that's the goal. Self. That is the goal of self. For those of you who are just joining in, thank you so much. I appreciate it. My name is Shanti Refuge. I'm a master certified mental health coach, mental health advocate, and we're talking about self. We're getting selfish this month. If you have never been selfish before, stick around. By the end of this month, you're going to be real selfish. And you're going to say, Shanti showed me how to be selfish. Well, at least I hope you would. So, as I was saying, where am I? I'm going back and forth between my where I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. So I'm just making sure I'm catching everybody's comments. All right. So now here's my journal prompt for you. And again, you can go and look at the journal prompt on my replay on YouTube. So you go in and find the one that we're talking about today, which is called Choosing Yourself. And the journal prompt is, and this is tying back to the last few lives I did. So the one I did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week, and yesterday and today. So this journal prompt is tying into, oops, hit the wrong button. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. I was making sure I put it in the chat on my YouTube. So the prompt is based on what I learned about myself. What is one way I'm recommitting to myself moving forward? How are you recommitting to yourself? Remember, we're choosing us. You're choosing you this month, every day. 1% every day. You're choosing yourself. I'm telling you, by the end of this month, y'all going to be 28% more for yourself than against yourself. And that's some great numbers if you choose yourself. Small acts. I didn't ask for 5 things. I didn't ask for a whole plan. I'm asking for an honest shift. Based on what I learned about myself, what is one way I'm recommitting to myself moving forward? And just so you know that this is the kind of work that my guided journals that I have, this is what they're built for, helping you to slow down enough to actually follow through. Because a lot of times when we're trying to rush, zip, we miss a lot of things. And then we have to go back and then we end up doing double work. So slow down. It's not a race, it's a journey. Absolute journey. So again, you could go and find the journal prompt on my YouTube channel at Shanti Refuge Journals. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you tell people to come and listen to this lady talk about mental health in a way that I understand. Because you notice I use the simplest words I can, and not to offend anybody, but to make it make sense. Because when you start using all those scholarly words, People don't want to hear that. They want to hear the real. So that's why you come to me so you can hear it. I know the words, but I don't use that. I talk to you like I'm talking right now. This is how I talk every day, all day. I don't care who I'm talking to. I just try not to cuss a little bit, sometimes it just comes out. But sometimes the people who need to hear the cuss words, they gonna hear it. I got one client, I cuss her out all the time and she loves it. That's the only way I have found that she actually listens to me when I cuss her out. And if you don't want to be cussed out, that's fine. I don't have to. But this one in particular, oh yes. It's like as soon I was talking nice to her at first, and then I realized, okay, she wasn't listening. So I had to start putting that mama tone in my throat and start cussing at her. And she listens, and she's grown so much from it. So I'm about to close now, but before I do, again, thank you all for joining the live and watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't take that lightly. You could have gone on anyone else's live and listened to them. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You could have gotten on anyone else's live, but you chose to stay here and listen to me, so I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. Um, Before I close, I do want to talk about my birthday goal. February is my birthday month, and I set a goal to sell 100 copies of my book, Quiet as Kept. And look me looking around for it. Here it is. So, drop my lip gloss. So my book, Quiet as Kept, I have set a goal to sell 100 copies. And not for numbers. It ain't about the numbers. It's I want my book in 100 people's hands this month so that they can be motivated, so they can reflect. And it's definitely for the people who are pretending. They're tired of pretending that they are ready, and do it. Because I give you all kind of, this book is about me and my mental health journey. Just so you know, the name of it is Quiet as Kept, and it's about how I went through childhood trauma, being a teen mom, being a not so nice person, purposely sabotaging relationships, and how it all leads up to when I had a mental breakdown in 2018. So that's what my book is about. So I tell you the ins and outs, the raw. If you saw my post on my Instagram page, I took a snapshot of the first page of the second chapter. And that right there, if you didn't go get a copy from reading the little page, then yeah. So I tell it all. There is no shame. I'm not ashamed of my past or anything that I went through, or I use it as a teaching tool. I learned my lesson. Best believe I learned my lesson. So now I use it as a tool to help others. So my goal is to sell 100 copies. If you go to on TikTok, if you go to the link in my bio, you can go to my TikTok shop on TikTok, or you can go to my Instagram shop on Instagram. The book is called Quiet as Kept. And if anything I have said to you over the past month and a half now that I've been going live, if anything that I have been talking about, or any of my posts, any of my reels, anything like that have resonated with you, my book definitely will meet you where you are. It definitely will. Um, and if you want to stay connected with me, go and follow me on all my platforms, or the one you're on the most. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm on all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ooh, can I pin this comment? I love, yes, I'm going to pin it. Thank you. That means a lot to me because I used to not be a good person. I did. I used to tell people, I said this the other day, that I used to wake up and say, how can I piss somebody off today? Like that was my goal when I woke up in the morning. Not thank you, Lord. Thank you for letting me see another day. It was, how can I piss somebody off? That ain't me no more. And you'll see it in my book. You definitely will see the change. And it's not to prove anything to anybody, other than if I can overcome and overcome the things that I went through, whether I did it or if it was done to me, you can too. That is my goal. Plain and simple. And if you need help doing that, I'm right here. Who better, I mean, you can have a therapist. That is fine. I'm not a therapist. I never claim to be one. I always tell people, no, I am not a therapist, but I am a master certified mental health coach, which means I know some stuff. 90% of it is from lived experience. So if I didn't go through it, I'm not going to try to help you through something that I hadn't gone through myself. But I will refer you to someone who can. So it is okay if you have a therapist. You can have a therapist and a coach. Two of my clients, they have therapists and me for a coach. And they come to my support groups. So it is perfectly okay. Healing is done in community. Don't try to heal by yourself. I offer guided journals for deeper reflection. So when I was talking about that slowing down and listening to yourself, my guided journals help you to do just that. You can find everything you need to know about me. Go to the link in my bio, TikTok. Go to my website, shantirefugejournals.com. Anything you need to know about me. If there's something on there you don't know, you have questions about, you know how to find me. Simple as that. And I also do, I'm a support group facilitator on Sharewell. Sharewell is a mental health community where you can come get in support groups. It is free. A lot of y'all are hollering about mental health. Access to mental health should be free. You have no excuse. Go on sharewellnow.com or click the link in my bio and you will see join our free support group. I'm not the only facilitator there. There are many other facilitators. So if I'm not your speed, go and find another support specialist who is. Yeah, I did. I did the work. It was hard. It was hard. It was not easy. I'm still doing the work. I've had a new life change happen to where I have started to do more work now, adding work on top of the work that I was already doing. And I'll talk about that later, but not right now. But go to Sharewell, and like I said, it is free to join a support group. Now there is a membership. I think it's $15 a month. Y'all spend that on Starbucks in the morning, so you can spend that one time once a month and you can get access to pro sessions where I do a pro coaching group and we go deeper into whatever it is we're talking about. This month we're talking about self-love. Tomorrow in my support group we're talking about telling the truth to yourself, being truthful with yourself, because a lot of times we lie to ourselves. We make things seem not as what they are, whether it's in a negative way or a positive way. We telling the truth tomorrow. Come join us. Everybody is welcome. I don't discriminate. I have men in my class, women in my class, all walks of life, background. Come your ass in this room and get the help that you didn't know you needed. And I also offer one-on-one sessions through Sharewell, and it's only $25 per session for 45 minutes. That is a steal. Because if you want to find out what my regular price is, ask me. Outside of Sharewell, it ain't $25. I promise you. So go to Sharewell. We're trying to make mental health accessible for everybody, no matter who you are, where you came from, if you got insurance or not. Speaking of, I do not accept. Somebody asked me, did I take insurance? I do not take insurance because I am not a therapist, but I do accept FSA and HSA. So if you have a flexible spending account that you reserve for things like prescriptions and co-pays and things like that, that I do accept, or it accepts me, however way you want to look at it. So again, before I leave, don't forget, help me reach my goal. If you already have the book, thank you. I appreciate you. Get a copy and gift it to someone if you're not a reader. I'm supposed to be doing my Audible version and life, and I put it on a back burner, but the Audible version is coming and it's going to be me and my voice. So you know how I talk now. Just wait till I read this book. It's going to be a treat for y'all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I am gone now. What are we talking about tomorrow? Yes. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, come on. Let's get in the DMs. I'm ready. I'm coming as soon as I get off of here. Um, what are we talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow we are talking about, let's see. I can't find what I'm talking about tomorrow, but you'll know what I'm talking about tomorrow if you show up. So come show up tomorrow. And I want to let you know that choosing yourself is not a one-time decision. Every day when you get up, several times throughout the day, you have to make the decision to choose yourself. And it's practice. You're not going to immediately do that. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're not going to immediately do that. You can say it all day long, you know, but choosing yourself, you actually have to do it. So make small steps to choosing yourself. One in particular, don't be quick to respond to anything. Stop, pause, ask yourself, listen to your body, and do what your body says do. Not what seems right, not what seems polite, but what is your body? If your body is saying screaming no, then let your answer be no and mean it. No without an explanation. Not a I'm sorry, but I can't. No, no, no. So all you gotta do is say no. And if somebody asks you why, no. That's it. Simple as that. Tomorrow we're gonna go deep into self-worth and identity. So starting tomorrow, I found it. We're going into self-worth and identity, meaning who you are when you're not performing, producing, or proving. Who are you when you're not a wife, when you're not a podcaster, when you're not on live, when you're not a coach, when you're not a coworker, when you're not a mom, when you're not a daughter or whoever? Who are you? A lot of us don't know. Because when I ask you who are you, oh well, my name is Shanti, and I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I have two. No, that's not who you are. So that's what we're gonna be getting into starting tomorrow. So I want you to rest, reflect, and integrate on choosing you, and come back tomorrow ready to keep choosing yourself. Because we're choosing ourselves every day, all day, hopefully beyond February, but definitely during the month of February. All right, I'm about to get in your jump in your DM, ma'am. So be looking for me. Thank you. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. That was